All right, so we are in Claude Design, which is claude.ai/design. For those that are a little confused, because when I first started, I was like, where in the heck is this? It's not in Claude. You have to use the web browser to access it. I think eventually they'll get it onto the Claude desktop app, but this is what it looks like. You're going to see all of my recents in here. The orange highlighted folders are all of my design systems that I've built. And so we're going to build a new design system for the sake of this video. And before we get into it, a couple of notes. Claude Design is fairly slow. I think this will improve over time. And two, it uses a hell of a lot of tokens. I've already had to upgrade twice, and through this video and the lessons that I teach here, I may need to upgrade again. We'll see. But to build the design system, very simply, we are going to go into this design systems tab. Now you'll see the design systems I already have, but we are going to create. Now what's really cool is if you already have brand guidelines, things like icons, and you have the font style, and you've got graphics that you're using, it's very easy to just load them all into here through this drag files here or browse section. You can also add in your GitHub repo, which is what I did for the Claude Marketer's website. I literally just pasted in the link for the GitHub repo for this website, and it pulled everything from the logo to our type font to the styling. But what I want to teach on this, because those are a little bit more self-explanatory, is how do you get a design system built if you don't have any of that already? So we're going to use the almighty Nordic Wave website again as an example to share how do we build the design system for them without actually having the files. So I'm going to add in Nordic Wave as the company name, and then I'm going to load in some files here that I've taken from the Nordic Wave website. And so I've really just taken two items. I've taken an HTML download of their website along with their logo. I'm not going to add in any notes, and I'm just going to click continue to generation. Like I mentioned, as part of the two notes at the beginning, is that design is a little slow. You've got to be patient with it. It'll give you all the details on what it's doing, the to-do and task list. But for the sake of this video not being super long, I'm going to pause out, and then I'm going to get back once we have the beginning of this design system. All right, we're back. I don't know how long that's been, but you can check the timestamp on my Mac's clock, but it does take a bit of time. But now we have a brand design system for Nordic Wave. What's really cool is it's going to walk you through every item within the brand design system, and you can hit looks good or needs work for any of them. But you'll see here, it's now taking us through the typography, which, by the way, it typically will have issues with the actual fonts and not having that within the design system. So those are types, that's like the one item that I know I've had to consistently upload the font files for, but otherwise it pulls in everything else very well. And even if you don't have the font files, it does find a substitute font that looks very similar. Now, it's going through that HTML file that I had sent, and it created all of this for the brand design system. So we're pretty much set at this point. We can use this brand design system. We can go through all of the items separately here. And now that we have it, we can start building out emails, social graphics, what ads, whatever it may be, using this design system. So that's the basis for Claude Design. We're now going to get into using all of this in the next lesson.